Hello everybody, this has been a long damn time. It's been at least 2 weeks and I'm so sorry y'all. I was gonna get a Coco review out for y'all, but I was gonna have to go by myself, get busy the entire weekend, and I was like, well, I'll go see something next week. And lo and behold, the first weekend of December, nothing fucking came out. That was cool. Also, it didn't help that when I was going to go see Coco, I still didn't have my car back, but I have now my car back, so now we're able to actually go see stuff a little bit more consistently. In fact, the end of this review is going to be us talking about December movies, even though we have the first one, which of course, as you can see, is Disaster Artist. The pretty much making of The Room, based on a true story thing, which from what I can hear is actually a lot more really based on a true story than most are based on true stories.
I would say it's actually based on a book written by Greg Sestero,
yeah.
aka Mark from The Room.
Those who have watched Tommy Wiseau's, magnus opus in the best way of putting it, The Room, I will let y'all know if y'all are these people who have already studied about it. Well, first of all, why are you studying about this movie? But those who know a lot about the behind the scenes, not very much of this movie is going to be very new to you, but it's going to be something. But before we get more into our actual review and talking about the film, quick thing I'm going to talk about, because I need to keep jack-jawing, is, yes, we're going to talk about the movies that we're going to see this weekend, or not weekend, this month. Warning, it's not much. I think after in fact, we could do that right now. Star Wars is the next movie.
Yeah, I would say Star Wars and...
Yeah, I'm going to see Ferdinand probably that weekend, or that week, which will be next week, probably Monday or Tuesday or so. Melissa will be to me.
If you're nice, I'll go with you.
What?
If you're nice, I'll go with you.
I actually kind of want to see Ferdinand. I know it's probably going to be full of puns, but I'm a pun kind of guy, if they're done well. She has been having to put up with all the puns in the world. And not only that, but one of my new coworkers, well, new in a way that she's now working back with us instead of working in the front area. She has realized that I love puns too, and I think was going to kill me the other day with mannequin heads. Yeah, we have mannequin heads, and I cannot tell you how many head jokes I made. Of course, then I laid the big one on Megan. I said, "Too bad we weren't bowling with them." She's like, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Then we would have been playing head games." And
no, as soon as you said, "Too bad we're not bowling with them," I was like, why?
Yeah, then I answered it with the big one. But yeah, really?
I made one too.
Yeah.
How about leaving that for night shift? Like, not gonna be too happy about that. It's like, well, I guess heads will roll then.
Yeah, there's not much coming out besides Star Wars. We were going to try and see The Weight of Water or something like that. It's the new Guillermo del Toro movie, which actually I'm really interested in. It's the one that pretty much looks like the Abe Sapien story. It looks really good, but
I was starting to think that Guillermo del Toro is like fucked in the head.
Yeah. After Star Wars is going to be not downsizing. I kind of don't really want to see downsizing.
I'm curious about that personally.
Well, it's Jumanji. That's what comes out that weekend. So there might be a double review, because there's going to be, of course, the Jumanji review, which is the big movie. And I'm actually somewhat interested in figuring out what the hell's going on in this film. But downsizing one of those movies that, when I first heard about it, I really thought it was going to be intriguing, and now they've spoiled the entire fucking plot of the movie to me. So, okay, well, thanks. And that's it. There's shit else that comes out this weekend. Or this month. Tiny, full of words. And, of course, after we get done with the final review of the month, we will actually talk about the movies that our top 10 favorite films, and our top 10 least favorite films.
Yeah, we haven't done top 10 lists in forever.
Yeah, we would like to do more, but honestly, the camera that was on it, you could see it was a different quality camera. Not only that, but I was just getting so tired of dealing with them because we never had time for it.
Yeah.
Especially since usually Sundays were our shoot a movie review. We used to be able to do it on like a Monday and it would have been fine. Now we can't. She works. I don't, but
I work nights.
Yeah.
Only days I have off are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, only days I have off are Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
And Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night, because I do work days.
Yeah.
So, now that we have sat here and talked about everything but the Disaster Artist very much, what did you think of the Disaster Artist?
It was alright. I don't think I liked it as much as you did.
Yeah, this is a movie, I'll say, if you are not big into how movies are made, if you're not big into The Room, or if you're not a huge lover of filmmaking or the process of it, you're not going to get as much. Not saying you're not going to like it, but you're not going to be this person who's going to be like me, who I really did love this movie. I'm going to tell you all that much. Like, Megan's, I'm like, this speaks to me a lot. There was a lot of parts I was also laughing at, just pure stupidity.
Yeah, that's things like, it was a good movie. James Franco does spot on. Tommy Wiseau, it's like, okay, am I watching James Franco or am I watching actual Tommy Wiseau?
He kind of looked like him too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and that accent, the voice, the kind of like almost mumbled with that accent that he does.
Yeah, the mumbly, like French-ish accent.
Eastern European, actually, is what it's supposed to be.
Who knows what it is?
You know, he says he's from Louisiana.
Big Easy.
It's like, yeah, sorry to say, no, you're not.
If you are, it's because somebody beat you in the face with a baseball bat, made you retarded. I don't know.
Yeah, it was good, but there were some parts that, like, I think you and Bill were laughing at that I would just, like, okay, not really that funny, but okay.
Yeah, if you're a huge Room fan, like I said, you're going to love the shit out of this movie. It is an ode to The Room in one of the best ways. It does treat The Room in almost a reverence, but it also paints in a very humanist light in the fact that, you realize there was a lot of fucking tension behind the creation of this, especially between Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero, is that his name? Sestero? Yeah. They originally were really good friends up to, the making of this, and during the creation of it, just shit happened, and they fucking hated each other by the end of it. And they just eventually buried the hatchet and got back together, and, made little Tommy Wiseau Greg babies. Not really. I don't think Greg Sestero, I think he's actually gay. Though they make a good case for Tommy Wiseau possibly being gay or bisexual. But
yeah, I gotta figure it's like at the very least he's bisexual.
Yeah.
He seemed to be in love with Greg.
Though it could be almost not really stalker, but just like
almost like a single white female kind of thing.
Yeah, in a way, but a little less creepy and more just kind of almost like, dude.
Like, I'm so, like, dedicated to you and just fawning over you, my best friend.
Yeah, but it never gets to the, like, oh, I'm going to stab you and I'm going to kill you and become you or anything like that. Yeah. It just generally, Tom Wiseau is just a weird guy. And that's what you got out of this whole movie. You got that Greg is, he was a naive, but still likable enough dude for the most part.
Yeah.
Maybe the original idea of this was written from, because it was Greg Sestero's autobiography, right? Or is talking about them making a room.
Yeah, him and some other dude wrote it together.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, from all accounts of people who did work on the room, Tommy Wiseau was a bit of a dictator on direction and everything, and Greg was, kind of a decent enough dude for the most part, working with him, and then, hey, no, fuck you, Tommy, quit being an asshole.
Yeah, he even stood up for him several times, like, well, like, he's just, being temperamental, he's just wanting this to be perfect or something, just, standing up to him to the rest of the castmates.
Yeah. And, damn, this movie's just funny as hell, though, to me. There are a lot, if you're wanting this to be a movie, though, that is simply about the making of The Room, I will warn you that only takes up maybe the last third or so of the movie. not quite half, but not quite, last quarter of the movie. A third sounds good. But whenever that hits, if you are a room enthusiast, you're just going to fucking laugh your ass off. You're also going to feel for everybody. That is one thing I'll say this movie does. It makes you feel for all these characters, strangely enough. You even feel a little... The best way to put it is pity towards Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, how he, everyone laughs at him and how bad the movie is. And it hurts his feelings, and it's like...
Kind of feel on the stars. Like, he go, well, you know what you should have been doing, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, he's like a naive little puppy.
Yeah, he's like a little kid. Sometimes, there's some things he just does not quite understand.
Yeah. I mean, it feels bad talking about this towards a guy who's probably 50 years old, but
Yeah. He was probably 30 or 40 something while making the movie, and though he says he was in his 20s.
I'm in my 20s.
It's like, nope.
But at the same time, you never get to a point where you absolutely hate Tommy Wiseau throughout this entire thing. And that's actually kind of a marvel of this film. It's like, it doesn't make you hate any of these characters at all. You rather enjoy them. Would you, like I said, if you're a Room enthusiast, you might have wanted a movie that was more dedicated to The Room.
Yeah.
But at the same time, telling a story about these two guys and them interacting and getting to know each other is actually still an interesting story, especially to me. I love the idea of looking behind the scenes and stuff like that, talking about filmmaking and all this.
Also, kind of what inspires some of the more infamous moments. Turns out James Dean actually inspired the "You're tearing me apart, Lisa" line. They even showed him watching this James Dean movie where he does that.
Is it Rebel Without a Cause?
I would say so.
Yeah, because it wasn't Iron Giant. Or not Iron Giant, what the hell is it called? The Giant. Giant is actually a pretty fantastic movie. If you ever want to watch a really good James Dean movie, watch that. It's really good.
I've never seen a James Dean movie, so couldn't tell you.
I gotta introduce her to more movies. Though, to be fair, and I know you're all gonna crucify me as well, neither one of us has seen Blade Runner. Oh. But yeah, besides about Ridley Scott, who's kind of lost his damn mind lately. Yeah. This movie, I will also say one other great thing. Acting. You would think a movie about Tom Wiseau, the acting is going to be bad, and only that, but the main stars are James Franco and Dave Franco. But no, Dave Franco fucking kills in this movie. It's weird to see him actually emote. It's like, Dave Franco, you found an emotion other than confusion. And not only that, but James Franco's Tom Wiseau, not only is it on point for Tom Wiseau, it's also really, like I said, you feel for the dude throughout it. You hate him whenever you kind of feel like you're supposed to kind of hate him, but you don't hate him. You just, I just want to punch you in the face for being stupid. But then you're like, okay, come here, I'm going to pat you on the back, you little stupid asshole.
Yeah, he shows up a couple hours late to the set and won't, give anybody any water, even though it's stifling on the set.
Doesn't want to turn AC on or anything.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I've already sunk, so much money into this movie. I am so certain, given how much money he sunk into this, and how, just the fact that he had, just 2 apartments, one in San Francisco and one in
L.A.
Yeah. He's gotta be, an heir to some fortune. Or something. It's
yeah, I almost want to go, hey, Tommy, you want to inherit or leave me your money? I'll take care of it. No, yeah, like I said, there's really damn good acting throughout this. I will say, Tom Wiseau, or James Franco's Tom Wiseau, really good. Dave Franco's Greg Sestero's really good. They look the part for most part. Greg Sestero's technically a little taller than, the European zombie that is Tom Wiseau. But, I mean, that's a mild thing. That, like I said, they have great chemistry with their brothers, so they can really get that, loving, really, familiar feelings. But at the same time, they'll just...
Yeah, the love-hate relationship that brothers tend to have.
Yeah. Then, but whenever it comes to some of the people they cast, the lady who plays Lisa, I don't know who she is. I've seen her in a few other things. she doesn't exactly look the part.
Yeah, it's like...
It's kind of one of the weird things where, and not only that, but the lady who's supposed to play Lisa's mother, who I don't think even gets a fucking name in the room, which is jarring enough. She really doesn't look like this older lady at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, you can't get people who look exactly like it, but whenever you have Dave and James looking very much like their parts, it's a little weird.
Especially James.
Yeah. It's a little weird that you got two people that look really much like the part, and you have people who look like they're doing crappy cosplay as you other people. But it still works for me.
And oh my god, Josh Hutcherson.
He actually does it really good, did he?
Yeah, plays that little kid, Denny or Danny, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, hi, Danny.
The creepy little kid.
Well, he was in a creepy ass movie.
Yeah. And Zac Efron.
Where the hell pile of cocaine they dug Zac Efron out of?
I was like, y'all have like a picture of him fucking a donkey or something? Blackmailed him with?
Well, they had Seth Rogen in this. They had, I was surprised we didn't see Jonah Hill somewhere in this.
Well, in fairness, Seth Rogen and James Franco are buddies, so.
Yeah, well, that's also probably how they got Judd Apatow in this.
Possibly.
And Judd Apatow is a fucking dick. And I'll admit, it's like, Tom Wiseau is
He's annoying.
Yeah, he's annoying to this guy, but this guy's being a mega dick to him.
And to the waitress, like, thanks for rushing over. He got their 2 verses of Shakespeare.
It's like, well, fuck you, sir.
And it's like, obviously she didn't realize it was a problem right away.
Yeah, until he started bellowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this is a movie, like, about the filmmaking process. Also about the, trying to become an actor, and then talking about making one of the worst movies of all time. And...
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna say that, yeah, it's not just about the room, it's also about what led up to it, like, Tommy and Greg's friendship, and the fact they both wanted to be actors, and they're like, okay, well, it's like, people, Tobacco can't make her own movie. It's like, well, why don't we?
Yeah, because Greg, he seems to be the most capable. And really, if you watched The Room, you would have noticed real early on that Greg Sestera's probably one of the best of the actors on the entire set. He's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but for what he's given, he does decent. He's passable. He could be on a Skinaflix thing. What to kids, go ask your parents about Skinaflix. Because I bet you're going, what the fuck is that? I know Cinemax doesn't play softcore porn pretty much anymore now. I was like, that was one of the best parts of Cinemax after 11 o'clock. It's like, there's softcore porn. There's nipples. Oh, they're going to show Bush, actually. Don't see anything going in. It just looks like Tom Wiseau having sex with Lisa. Which is
fucking her belly button. And they even make fun of that in the movie. He's like, why is he fucking her belly button?
She realized it looks like he's fucking her belly button?
Yeah.
Oh, it said...
Yeah, I almost feel like I'm watching, what is it? Not Nostalgia Critic. CinemaSins.
Yeah. I would hate to see CinemaSins try and actually send this entire film. Simply because he would have to go through every fucking scene. And there's so much wrong with this movie. But, yeah, there's... Like I said, I was bawling this whole movie. That whole thing, just laughing my ass off. And, it hit me at the end. I'm like, alright, kind of got me there. Little tear. I fell for this movie. I fell hard for it. I fell in love with it. I get why critics enjoy the shit out of it. Critics are, super heavy into movies. And this is a movie. I would say that much.
Filmmaker's movie, as you said earlier.
And I will say, it's like, that's the reason why you can tell James Franco, he's not a stupid man. He may not make the best decisions. I may not enjoy every movie he's in. In fact, there's quite a few I don't like. But you can tell he does love movies. This is an example of it. No offense, fuck Quentin Tarantino and all of his bullshit. This is a sign of somebody who enjoys movies in the fact that they're able to find one of the worst pieces of shit ever to be put on a cinema and puts it up on a pedestal in a way that doesn't just, pay homage to it, but still makes fun of it in its own way.
Yeah, it pokes fun at some of the more infamous parts, like we said.
I beg your pardon, sir.
But at the same time, it's like it does humanize it, both the movie and the actors in it, especially Tommy. You kind of get some of his psychology.
Yeah.
Behind, especially with that one scene where the actors are talking about. It's like, well, do you think this is based on real life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really wish this movie was a little longer, actually. Like, I think an hour and 45 minutes, maybe nearly a 2-hour long movie. The Room's 2 fucking hours long. This movie could stand to be as long as the original thing it's based on. But I actually wouldn't have minded that, especially if we had more behind the scenes. Like, that's my other gripe on it. And even then, it's a minor one. Because it's hard to call it a gripe whenever you're saying, I want more of this movie. I'm pretty sure they shot more, but they're probably like, let's kind of do this, kind of focus this more on that. And it's like, okay. Because otherwise, this movie probably was shooting for 2 hours, 15 minutes or so. And that might have started rating after a while with that much Tommy Wiseau. Yeah, the best movie I can compare this to is the Best Worst movie. Those who have never seen that, it's actually a documentary based on Troll 2. It talks about the actors who were involved in it. And honestly, it's heartfelt. It's actually kind of sad to see the director who, he's not like Tom Wiseau. Tom Wiseau understands, like, because, like, we'll say we're kind of spoiling this movie, but to be fair, you probably know about this.
As I've seen The Room.
Yeah, if you've seen The Room and you've done any research about the behind the scenes stuff, like, I took a little bit of research, and then eventually, I've kind of watched The Room and done more about it beforehand. But even some of this was a little newer to me, but still. You're not learning anything that's surprising. But Tom Wiseau has accepted this movie as being a very, best worst movie, is how he sees it. And he's proud of that fact. He's proud he's at least able to give entertainment to people. Well, thanks large part to Greg Sestero kind of point out, it's like, no director can sit there and be mad at themselves for giving people entertainment. But with Best Worst Movie, you get to see the director of Troll 2, not Dario Argento, but it's one of his buddies. Oh, it's going to bug me. Sorry, I got to do this. I got a vamp. I can't see it. Why is my L not working? Oh, God, is that it?
Troll 2, yeah.
Please be it. Yeah, fuck, who did it? Who did it? Who's the director? Where are you? Claudio Fragasso. There we go. Claudio Fragasso is a Italian director, very well known for making schlocky kind of films, in the best way. Schlock in a good way. Let me just say that. If y'all hear me throwing around schlock or, exploitation, no, I usually mean it by love. And in fact, I want a movie to be schlock in a good way. That's just why I love the fucking Toxic Crusader movies. That's just why I have Nukem High and fucking Chopping Mall, Class of 1999. If y'all have never seen Class of 1999, holy shit is it fantastic.
He loves the cheese.
It cheese me more. Then I can shit my face off or get it all clogged up, one of them two. But Claudio Fragasso really thought that he was making something unique with Troll 2. And he just doesn't get that nobody understands his vision, what he sees. It's kind of sad, actually. Like, you watch every point with Claudio Fragasso in Best Worst Movie, and you kind of cry. Like, I was crying watching him. Not in, sad, or not oh, he's so funny. Just, this guy really just doesn't get it. He doesn't get that, Italians and we Americans are a little different. We don't always eat pasta with every meal. Sorry. I had to do a little jab at the Italians. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. But with this, you get to see that, Tom Wiseau's, and also anybody who's talked with him since it, he's accepted the fact the movie's a piece of shit.
Yeah. But at least it made him infamous. Kind of what he was wanting.
Yeah. Well, he's actually gone. He's turning his infamy into actual stardom in a way. Because if you think about it, like Greg Sestero has not done anything since this, and simply just goes around and talks about the fucking room.
Yeah, though he could have had a part on Malcolm in the Middle, but he turned that down for his buddy.
Yeah.
Kind of was which was kind of a shitty thing to make him do, but.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm never gonna forgive you for that.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's like if I was him, I would never have forgiven Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a nicer dude than I am. So,
so if we keep talking about this, we're just gonna talk about our favorite parts of the movie and talk about the room even more. Even though who doesn't like talking about the room? Those who have never seen the room, I will go ahead and say, why are you watching this review? And I will say that much about this movie beyond the fact that it's a filmmaker's film. This is a movie you do need to have watched The Room at least once, or else you're not going to get it.
well, they pretty much have the movie in the movie.
Yeah, and that is fantastic. Because James Franco is so fucking Tommy Wiseau the whole time, and he almost hits it beat for beat.
And he does it somehow a bit more dramatic and actually funny.
Mm-hmm.
Did not.
Oh, hi, Mark. Like, that whole scene, in fact, them talking about that, if you've watched they put, like, that scene actually up on IMDb and stuff like that. That is hilarious, especially when you look in the background, you realize they started probably, like, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's fucking night by the time they get that scene shot. It's like, holy shit, how long were they there?
Yeah, the take that ended up in the movie, pretty much like, okay, that was like the best all day.
Like,
let's just go home. Yes,
yeah.
we finally got it. Fuck, let's just go home.
Yeah.
All because Greg gave him a water bottle to throw.
Like, alright, fine, that works, cool. Fuck off.
It's like a moat. Acting.
I am acting.
Yeah, it's things like they both insist they can act.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, tell me what so you cannot really act.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
They can act full of themselves.
Yeah.
It's like he would have made an awesome Dracula. I see what that one guy was saying.
Mm-hmm. He could have been a good Dracula, especially, with that accent. It would have been, especially if he could actually, be intimidating. Maybe channel some Christopher Lee from the original, or not from the original, but the Hammer Dracula films.
Yeah.
Especially considering Christopher Lee doesn't say much throughout most of those movies because he's pissed off, but he was just doing them because fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
But that would have been fucking awesome, actually.
Yeah, especially with that long dark hair and that Eastern European accent.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's not a Louisiana accent.
I know, I've met Louisiana people. He don't sound like them at all.
Get back in that pot right there.
Get back in that pot right there. There was something I was going to add to all of this. Oh, yeah, but yeah, if you don't like, or have ever seen The Room, I'll say I'm not going to want to watch this
Yeah, you're
movie.
probably going to be so confused.
Yeah, there's...
By all the in-jokes and homages.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a fantastic movie. If you've watched The Room or love filmmaking, you're going to be like, oh, I love this so much.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not as big of a, film lover as me, no offense to you. It's like you're a good old moviegoer. I'm a film whore. I've told you all this. But, if you're just a regular moviegoer, I think you're still going to enjoy this, just you're not going to enjoy it anywhere near as much as a whore like me. So, just curious, what would you give this movie as its final score?
Like I said, I didn't enjoy it as much as you. I think I'd give it a solid, 7 or 8.
Well, it's still a really good score.
I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
There's enough that it'd be one of those movies, like, if it's on, you'll turn it on, leave it in the background.
Yeah. James Franco is just mesmerizing to watch as Tommy Wiseau is like...
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, dude. It's like the face, the voice, the hair. It's all And the body, oh my god, he got himself like kind of ripped a little bit, like just ripped enough like that. Tommy was so body.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my god. Like I said, it's like, okay, is this Jane Franco I'm watching or is it Tommy Wiseau?
Especially when they do, at the end, they do this side by side.
Yeah, it's like...
And sometimes they'll mess with you and switch them, which is actually kind of brilliant. Because sometimes you don't realize you're actually watching the room, but then sometimes you don't realize you're watching the not room.
The room with the disaster artist cast.
Yeah. And it really messes with your brain. It's kind of brilliant, actually. But, you know, I was leaning towards a 9, but more I keep thinking about this movie, and I'm just smiling, thinking about it, and actually really sitting going, I could go see this again. I could go sit there and watch this movie again. I would enjoy the shit out of myself the whole time. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like, to me, like Thor Ragnarok. You know, it seems weird to describe it that way. But, you know, it's a fun ride for me. This hits me in all the right places, so fuck it. It's a 10. I love the shit out of it. I'm gonna, you know, suck James and Dave's Franco's cocks. I don't care. Just, you know, come here, boys. Let's get the jizz on. But yeah, I love the shit out of this movie. There's very little I could say I didn't like about this movie, but maybe like little bits. But one of them is such a huge compliment to give to a movie that I want to see more of this. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad of a thing to say, does it? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's the Disaster Artist. I am so glad we got to see this year, because I was actually real looking forward to it, and finally getting to see it, I was like, yeah, hey. I was so happy. So, yeah, next week is definitely going to be Star Wars. Maybe I might be able to sneak in a couple more people. It won't be here, obviously, because as y'all can see...
If they're coming with us, and if they're amenable to it...
Yeah, I might see if I can, like, sneak them into the front. And we might do it in my car. Just because my car actually has one spot where I almost want to put like a little swivel thing so I can swivel the camera around. That actually might be a neat way to shoot a movie. Well, I just gave myself an idea.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, that's Disaster Artist. But next week, of course, Star Wars Last Jedi. In fact, I'm about to go buy tickets here in a second. Just gonna make, hey, y'all want this? So, yeah. Go see it if you're a huge Room fan or you're a filmmaker. If you're not, I can't...
Or at least someone who wants to get into filmmaking.
Yeah, or even acting or anything like that. That would also help as well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm just, adding to yours as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, like, in general, like, if you're wanting to make films, be a producer, director, actor, whatever, what have you. Mm-hmm. That's what we're both saying, pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, go see this movie. It's fantastic if you're one of those people. Like I said, I do know it's not for everybody, but it's a fantastic movie for those who it is. Yeah. So, yeah, next week, Star Wars. No kidding. And
no ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts.
Exactly. And so, probably the week after, of course, Jumanji. So, we'll see how this year ends up, and then we'll have for y'all our best and worst of this year. Ooh, my list is... I am so happy. It's actually full of a lot of really good movies. I'm going to have to make some mad cuts. And I'm like, Urgh. The shit ones, though, are really painful, though.
Yeah, I feel like on my worst of, there's going to be, like, at least a couple that are kind of, meh.
They're on there because I have to fill out the 10.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It's like I got to fill this somehow.
I feel this bitch in some way.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you didn't get to the doldrums of fucking October. October sucked ass. And I still haven't been able to see My Little Pony.
I'll say most of October you were out in California, so we couldn't go see movies together.
Yeah, I just went and saw Geostorm. That sucked. The Foreigner was good, but not great. And I saw something... Oh, yeah, just to let y'all know, one movie I was going to talk about and I never had a chance to was The House. 2 movies real quick. Miniature reviews. I saw The House on my way out to California. I watched it on the flight there. Oh, fuck that movie. That is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've seen this year. Holy hell, was it not funny? What? How the fuck are Will Ferrell and Tina Fey fucking getting money? Or is it Tina Fey that's in it? No, it's not Tina Fey.
No, it's
Amy Schumer? Or I don't know.
No,
it's the
Amy
one.
Amy Poehler?
Yeah, Amy Poehler. Yeah, Amy. Oh, fuck me.
That one blonde lady who was in Mr. Woodcock that we were just watching.
Tina Fey's buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That movie sucked ass. Gerald's Game on Netflix is fantastic. And, oh my god, does it make me go at points. But yeah, if y'all have not seen Gerald's Game, it's on Netflix. Pay $10 or however much it takes to get a Netflix account. Watch it. I don't care if you're going to get rid of Netflix right away. That alone, I think, is worth it.
Yeah, you get a free subscription for like a month.
Yeah, go.
Free trial for a month.
Do it. It's
that. And then you can cancel before it charges you, so.
Yeah, do that. Fuck, also watch all the Marvel things. So
They're
far...
about to be taken off. Thank you, Disney.
No, not till 2019.
Well, still.
Yeah, go see it. Go watch Gerald's Game. It's fantastic. Fuck the House. Disaster Star's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, that's our review. Sorry it's long as hell. Bored.
We did some rambling.
Yeah, especially me.
Rambling man.
Lord, I was born a rambling man.
Set you up for that one.
Yeah, he set me up for a Doobie Rose reference. Wait, no, it's Almond Brush. Sorry, wrong band. Joey's a little...
A little?
So yeah, we'll see y'all next week with Star Wars. Hopefully I might have 2 new guests. Of course, Megan will be here probably. So, we'll see y'all next week. So, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.